Hi everyone, and welcome back. If you can believe it, we're already at day 22 of the 30-day golf mobility challenge, where you give me 5 minutes a day for 30 straight days, and I give you the best golf mobility you've ever had. You're going to start this one by laying on our backs, and we're going to take one leg up. We're going to reach it to our opposite shoulder, trying to keep this back shoulder on the ground, and we're going to let that tension hang out on the side of our hip for just a few seconds. We're going to come back up. We're going to repeat that 3 times. Just start to get some length on the outer edge of the hip. You'll probably feel a little bit of stretch and pull in your back. And you want to be making sure that you keep the shoulder away from where you're turning on the ground. That's what's going to provide the stretch. We can repeat that on the other side. You might go very little, you might go very far. It just depends on your current flexibility. I don't want you to get too hung up on where you're at today. The point is to get better as we move through this. So you are better now than when we started this 30 days. And if you want to continue improving, you can restart it after this and you'll continue to improve. And again, it doesn't take a lot, just a few minutes a day. Next, we're going to go into a figure 4 stretch. A lot of you have seen something like this. You're going to take your leg, you're going to cross it on your other knee, and you're going to push down on your knee like you're driving in that direction. You can put a hand under your head to relax. What I like to do is push for 2 or 3 seconds, and I like to push without my hand. My muscles do the work for 2 or 3 seconds, then I'll put my hand back on for a little bit of a push. And I let my muscles do the work. Then I push again, and my muscles do the work. Last one, I'll push for 2 to 3 seconds, and then my muscles do the work for 2 to 3 seconds. And then I will switch. Here, drive that knee down, push with my hand, let my hip muscles do the pushing. Push with my hand, let my hip muscles do the pushing. This is where we're alternating static and dynamic stretching. Should get us a good combination to loosen up that outside of the hip. Push down, this is going to be the last one. Hold for 3, 2, 1, and relax. Now we're going to come all the way up to seated. If those hips are already loosening up a little bit, we're going to drop our legs out to a V position. All we're going to do is we're going to reach over to one leg, come back up, and reach to the other. Back up, reach, back up tall, reach. And you've heard me preach it throughout this 30 days. We always are going to preference dynamic mobility. It's simply a much more effective way to improve your flexibility. Static stretching, just yanking on your legs with a belt, with a strap, it is just not very effective over the long run. And that's kind of what the research has shown us in the last several years. After we've gone to each side, we're actually going to go with some opposite reaches. I always like to incorporate rotation, especially with golfers, because that's what we do the entire time we're playing golf. Rotation after rotation. If you don't get all the way to your toes, that's fine. You can just sit your hand on your shin or as far down as you can reach. Maintaining a nice level breath throughout the movement. One more each side. And sit up. Done. Hopefully we started to feel some tension release outside of our hips, inside of our hips and hamstrings. Thank you for joining me. I will see you tomorrow on our next of our series of 30 days to better golf.